And me and Big J, we talked about some shit, in the last few weeks as far as how we're going to proceed with business as usual, as far as the show go, We want to come up with a new formula or a new format for us. So we're not going to play things people do for views or one gotta go.
Yeah.
We're just going to get right to the shits.
Right to the shits.
And speaking of to the shits, Jay, do you have anything that you just want to just get off your chest?
No, but I know what topic I want to start with.
What you want to start with?
I want to start with the Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury #2 fight.
Okay. I'm interested. First and foremost, did you watch the fight?
Yes, I did.
Where the fuck did you watch the fight, bitch? Because I'm like, nigga.
On torrents. You know how I do. I went on my online shit.
He didn't watch the fight on torrents.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was a good fight. It went way different than I thought it was gonna go initially. Like really.
Okay, what were your projections like going into it? Like
okay, because I recently had rewatched the first fight.
Yeah.
And so I seen how Deontay kind of like dominated him, knocked him down 2 times. So I felt like he got robbed in that first one. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, if he just come in with the same game plan, just tune a little bit, he'd be good. You know what I'm saying? Tyson Fury got to kind of figure it out.
Right.
But then when this fight started, I realized real quick that Tyson Fury like figured that shit out, and he came with a good counter.
Which is why most fighters, successful fighters,
Yeah,
AKA Floyd Mayweather, they don't really fight people 2 or 3 times. Mm-hmm. Because after you fight me the first time,
you done seen all the flaws and where you can
figure
capitalize.
out how to beat me.
Yeah.
So the second go around is going to be a better fight, and I might still take it just because I'm a better fighter.
Yeah.
But it's going to look to where like, damn, it could have went either way, which will bring us to the third fight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because in the first fight, he was a lot more lean, so you can see that he cut a lot of weight.
Fury or
Fury.
Wilder? Okay.
So he cut a lot of weight. So as far as like his movement and shit, it was it didn't look as natural as it should have looked.
Okay.
This fight, he was probably like 10 pounds, maybe he might have been like 15 pounds more heavier than what he was the first fight.
Okay.
And then Deontay was 10 pounds heavier. So when you add on weight, that take away from your speed and your longevity in the fight.
Yes.
So I already knew it was gonna be kind of tilted when they weighed in the day before. But that nigga Fury, he kind of surprised me, bro. He was putting in work. I never seen Deontay look like that ever.
So
he made him look vulnerable than a motherfucker.
So when I saw I didn't watch this fight.
Yeah.
I watched the highlights immediately after the fight was over.
Okay.
But the first fight, I'm not gonna give. I mean, even though Deontay Wilder knocked him down a couple times, I still feel like Fury was whooping his ass.
He wasn't whooping his ass. I feel like he was surviving.
I still feel like that.
He was surviving, bro.
That's just how I felt watching the fight, right?
Okay.
So going into this fight, I knew Deontay Wilder was gonna have trouble without even me watching it, but I knew it because the one thing that I've always said about Deontay Wilder is the key word in his name is how he fights.
Yeah, wild.
So when you get a person who can who really understands boxing and understands style, they will fuck you up every fucking time they fight. And that's what you saw.
I mean,
you saw
of course,
person in Fury who knows how to box and a person like Wilder who just know how to fight.
Yeah, it's just 2 different styles. Like Fury is a technical fighter.
He's a technical fighter.
Because he's not like the strongest nigga, but he is a big dude. But
and he built weird as fuck. He looked like one of them them 2 men that be outside. That's how he built, bro. I'm like, why the fuck this nigga look like that?
But Ortiz was like that when he knocked out who was it, Joshua?
Yeah, Anthony Joshua.
You know what I'm saying? So
he just was fat. Like that's what's throwing people.
But no,
off,
that's what I'm saying. Tyson Fury was fat, and then he just like a fat nigga who cut weight, and
not his arms out. Like he just looked weird.
His skin loose. That's all it is. You gotta tighten it up.
I wasn't surprised that Deontay Wilder lost. I was surprised at how bad he lost.
Okay.
Like Fury was whooping his ass. From the highlights that I saw, he was whooping his ass.
They only gonna show you the highlights,
But he looked like he was whooping his ass.
No, he was giving him quality shots. That's what it was. Like Deontay wasn't able to get his shit off because you can
Fury
tell
was boxing.
Yeah, he was basically anticipating all that shit because he studied the nigga. You can tell.
Deontay is a brawler. He's not a fucking technical fighter.
Yeah.
It's the same concept as when you think about Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson, even though Mike Tyson had the ability to be technical,
but
he didn't have the wind to be technical. Yeah. Like he can't fight 10, 12 rounds.
Yeah, he was good.
He was good after 4. Like nigga, if you survive, you got a chance, nigga. And
Yeah.
Because when he fought niggas who with that win, the Holyfields and the Lennox Lewises, you feel what I'm saying? They
niggas
was beat. They dog walked.
They was Olympic trained niggas.
They dog. Mike was an Olympic nigga too.
No, but I'm saying like as far as like they was athletes.
Yeah,
you can tell.
there
like,
you go. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So
Mike had the natural athleticism.
Yeah, he just built in the.
And that's what Deontay's a natural fighter.
Yeah,
like if he didn't box, but he was in a bar fight, he would probably be fucking niggas up.
Yeah, like when they was talking to Teddy Atlas and shit, he was kind of saying like Deontay can't fight. Deontay is just strong as fuck, and he's like an ultimate athlete.
Yeah,
he gets by on
he's a
on
LeBron
his
James.
athletics. Yeah,
he's a LeBron James of boxing.
Nah, I ain't gonna say that because LeBron he kind of got the IQ. Ain't nobody really got that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm speaking in reference. Just
I don't think
Deontay
got the IQ. That's what I think they knocking against him. I don't think he.
No, hell, fuck no. He just fight.
Yeah, he instinctual.
He fight and he uses his reach and his size, which is what
Perfect.
you're supposed to do.
Yeah,
you feel me? And the fact that he's strong, he gonna land them blows.
Yeah, it only take one to get you down. So,
but the funniest shit is in true internet fashion, the memes that came behind it.
Yeah,
you feel what I'm saying? Like it's one where
he was coming into the ring.
No, where he getting the shit. This shit punched, and the quote was, "I can beat Mike Tyson in his prime." Yeah. Hilarious.
But they can't do that because Mike got knocked out.
Hilarious. But it was funny.
Then
it was another one. He was like bent over, looking like shook, and it was like he talking to his man, like, "Oh, hurry up, go get the pistol." Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit was funny as hell to me.
The fortunate thing about this is I feel like it happened to the right person because I feel like he will take that and he will manifest it and use it as like motivation to get better. So hopefully when he come into his next fight, he'll be way more skilled just because he's seeing himself look vulnerable like that. Yes. It take because some niggas when you winning, you're not really seeing your flaws because you winning. Even when you fucking up, if you winning, it's you don't go back and look at that.
Right.
But now that he finally fell off that top like that, and now it's at the because he. Ultimately, it's only Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua got to fight now. Wilder is like that number 3 person at this point.
Right.
So now he can take that and try to make himself better. I think he'll come back better than he was now.
I don't know.
I think him. If it was anybody else, I feel like it wouldn't.
See, and that's what makes me think that, you know, even though Anthony Joshua lost to Ortiz. It always made me think that Anthony Joshua will beat the dog shit out of Deontay Wilder. You know what I'm saying? Like because
he's technically better.
Because he's technically better. He's a boxer. He's a boxer, not a fighter. He's a boxer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And Wilder, because of his size, Wilder will go in and try to fight and try to just strong arm him to death. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And he will absorb that shit, wait till he get tired, and then beat the dog shit out of him. That's how I always felt.
That's why I think this next fight, if they do the Joshua and Fury fight, I think that might be more of a formidable.
Before we get there, though, I want to ask you: do you feel like Fury should fight Wilder again?
Yeah, it's only fair. Because the first one was a draw, then the second one was that.
So I got to give you a chance to beat me?
No, it got to be a trilogy.
I don't think so. Like that's I don't even look at it like that. I look at it like the first time we fought, it was a draw, right? So it was no clear winner.
It was a draw in the eyes of the judges, but
right?
It was unanimous. Everybody else felt like Deontay won the fight.
Right?
So,
but
you know how fighters is. Nigga.
I know.
If it's any type of inkling the other way,
why would I give you
loss.
like? But that second time you had your chance to clear cut beat me and you didn't.
They basically
I whooped your ass.
They basically 1-1.
I don't have to fight you.
They basically 1-1, and then
they not basically 1-1.
They basically 1-1.
They not, bro.
Yeah, they is.
No, you speaking off of the fandom and
I'm speaking off of as a fighter. If it's a question in everybody's mind, that's not a clear, concise win. Either way.
So he felt like was this one a clear, concise win?
It was.
So why should I fight you again?
Because now you won, I won. Now let's finish this shit.
But you never won. It was a draw. I won. We don't have to do it again.
Nah.
I'm taking the page out of Floyd Mayweather's book. Well, I don't have to fight nobody again. You said you wanted to fight. I fought you. I won. Regardless of what the fuck it looked like, I won. Nigga, I don't have to fight you again.
And it was more things that came out after the fight that they said that like Deontay fucked his leg up in training camp.
That's his fault.
And you know, when a nigga like him, he
can get penalized for that, for fighting like that though.
But and you know, with a fighter like that who uses that type of power he used, he have to.
Legs.
No, I'm saying he have to stand on his back foot as leverage, and his right foot is the one he's standing on. It was fucked up.
So why didn't you say that shit going into the fight?
Because the fight wouldn't have happened.
Then it shouldn't have fucking happened. Now you fucking lost. Now you got an L. Yeah. That's you and your team's fault.
But think about it though. event that's been pumping and all this money is being spent and getting preparation for this time, and then you hurt yourself like maybe a week before.
So I'm not sympathetic to you.
No,
I'm not.
that's why I said he probably didn't say nothing because ain't nobody gonna be sympathetic to that nigga. The tickets have already been sold and all that shit. They ain't trying to hear that shit.
I can't fuck with it.
So I'm not saying it was true or not. I'm just saying with that type of shit in the game, it got to be a clear, concise win.
And last night was a clear, concise win.
It wasn't if they saying he was injured. Man. Just like when Floyd fought Pacquiao and they was like, oh, Floyd fucked him up, but then it came out that Pacquiao hands was broke.
But you also know that Floyd Mayweather, his elbow and shit is fucked up here. His elbow and shit had been fucked up for years right there.
But
so he went in not even 100%.
But I'm saying though, hands is different than the fucking elbow.
No, nigga, hands is everything. I need my hands.
No, that's what I'm saying.
No, but that's that power. Like it comes from here. Like all that shit is pain.
Floyd don't.
You ain't giving it. You got a noodle arm going in, man.
Both of them did at that point. It should have looked even, but they ain't look at it like that. It was just something. That's why they about to try to fight again.
That shit's stupid.
Because that's what I'm saying. It has to be a clear, concise win. If it's like any type of other way, like
I think I look at it just from business, bro. Like I don't know. If I beat you, bitch. That's
I'm just telling you how the boxers gonna look at it.
If I win by 20 or if I win by 2, I won. Nigga.
Don't be surprised if you see a number 3 with this shit.
I'm not gonna be surprised.
I'm not saying it's gonna because I'm pretty sure it's not gonna be the next time Fury fight. I think he's gonna go ahead and take out Joshua, and then I feel like after that's over, he'll double back and go ahead and get Deontay again.
So we looking at a possible fight at what 2022.
But I think Ortiz probably going. I don't know if him
they didn't fight again.
Him and Deontay didn't fight. I
think Ortiz and Anthony Joshua they didn't fight the second time yet, did they?
I think they did.
Let me see. Let me Google this shit.
I think they did, bro. And I think Joshua won that one.
I think you're right.
Yeah, Joshua won that one. I remember now. It's coming back to me. Yeah, I think he won that one.
I don't know. So I was even thinking about that shit. Like, it's not Ortiz, it's Ruiz.
Oh, that's what it is, Ruiz.
Oh yeah. Andy Ruiz Jr.
Okay, yeah, my bad.
Yeah. All right.
I knew it was one of them Spanish names.
So yeah. Tyson Fury, now I'm saying he's going to be fighting
Joshua.
Yeah, Anthony Joshua.
Yeah.
That's already in the work right now.
I know. They was talking about it last night.
And I think Joshua going to beat the dog shit out of Fury. I don't know, bro.
After seeing this, I don't know. I don't know. I think if Fury fight at the weight that he's fighting at now, and he don't try to lose weight, because they said he came in at 273. So that's you know what I'm saying?
It's comfortable for him.
That's comfortable. He a big dude naturally. So, you know what I'm saying? He can move around. And he had that nigga Deontay leaking. I ain't never seen him like that, like I said. He looked vulnerable than a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
I seen people even saying, like, he threw the fight. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just to, you know.
But he was, did you watch the moment when his team threw the towel in?
Yes.
Did you see how when he went back to the corner?
What the fuck?
He said, why the fuck would you do that? He was pissed. Like, I feel like it was an old nigga thing. He probably looked at that nigga and was like, nah.
He whooping your ass, man.
You ain't threw a punch in like a half a minute, nigga.
He killing you.
You went straight into defense mode because that's what it was happening. He was just, he took a couple and he was just wanted to chill for a minute and try to get his shit together. And I think that extra weight is what was, in that 7th round, he started feeling it. He started getting slower because in the 7th round in the first fight, nigga looked brand new, still hitting him hard. You hearing that? He still like got the win in him. That time he was quiet than a motherfucker. He was sitting there trying to catch his breath and move. But
that weight different, man.
It is.
That weight different.
It's trading off. You want the power or do you want the agility and longevity in the fight? So he just took a wrong gamble, I guess.
But he's a knockout fighter. Yeah. I'm not even 100% sure that if he wouldn't have knocked him out, he still would have won. Like if it would have went the distance, I think they would have gave it to Fury.
Yeah, it would have went the distance. I think with that extra 10 pounds off of him, it would have went the distance because I feel like he would have moved more. It would have been harder, but
and it's all about percentage. It's all about percentages at that point.
Yeah, he was making him look bad throughout the whole fight. So
he's a technical fighter, so it's going to be, punches thrown versus punches landed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That was my gripe with the first fight. I never seen a nigga because he didn't clearly dominate him every single one that he didn't knock him out. Yeah. So for somebody who got 2 knockdowns, it should have been a win.
All right. Now, even I start thinking about Floyd Mayweather. Like, of course, Floyd Mayweather did an interview with Drink Champs.
Yeah.
And it was probably some of the most teeth, like
cringy.
Yeah, it was real cringy because he kept trying to have quotables, and it didn't make sense. But it got me thinking as far as his trajectory in his career. And I feel like, and I was just one I wanted to ask you, do you think Floyd Mayweather's whole entire brand rests on the fact that he never lost? Like, do you think he would still be, you know, how we hold him in regard as a fighter with one loss on his record?
I think at this point it won't really change a lot because it's always something you can blame it on. Oh, it's old age. Oh, he ain't in his prime no more. We obviously know that because he retired and he been away from it for a while. So I feel like now he can get the benefit of the doubt, even if he loses, just because of old age. But I feel like if this would have happened like maybe like 10 years ago, it would have been the end of his career.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the fact that he's never, because I always feel like that. Like, you know, he can talk the shit that he talked and be as, you know, blunt and outspoken and boisterous because he's never lost.
Yeah, because if you think about it, his fights is not the most exciting fights.
They not.
You get what I'm saying?
So, and the reason why I thought of that is because in the interview, he had mentioned the fact that people suggested that he pick his fights.
Yeah.
And he, of course, denied it. You know what I'm saying? He like, I fight who next? Like, that's really what it is.
Yeah.
But I think it's more strategic than that. You know, I think he picks a fighter. You feel me? And it's not nothing against Floyd because it's about business.
Yeah,
if I know my brand is predicated on the fact that I never lose, then I have to be strategic on who I fight when I fight them.
Yeah.
And the time in between my fights. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I can't lose.
That's why I feel like
even if I could, like even if I had the ability to lose, my brand rests on the fact that I cannot lose.
Like before, I always thought it was like Pacquiao was running from Floyd.
Yeah.
Until I seen how Floyd act now in the older age.
Yeah.
Like he want to fight him now.
Yeah.
And I feel like he's seen the vulnerability because he lost a couple times and we didn't seen him fall.
He lost a step.
I feel like he feel like he got the upper hand now because he kind of looked at flawless at first because he got the power that Floyd want. He got the knockout ability. And he can, you know what I'm saying, do all the same shit. He got the same agility. He can move as fast. You know what I'm saying? All of that shit. So now he look vulnerable. And Floyd's like, okay, that make more sense now.
And that's the...
It's kind of fucked up if you think about it.
It is. No, that's what I'm saying. That's why I brought it up.
Yeah.
Because I was looking at Anthony Joshua and Fury going into this fight. Like, neither one of them had losses.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They went in. Fury was at 29-0. And I don't know what...
Joshua
Wilder.
got a loss.
Yeah, he got a loss.
Ruiz, yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? But that, like... Because you can't... I always say you can't win a loss back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if I beat you, or you beat me the first time, and the second time I beat you, and the third time I beat you, if we fight a third time, you still beat me once. Like, that's going to always be on my record. And it hurts my brand if my brand is based around the fact that I never lost.
Yeah, because it don't even matter if, like, somebody mentioned, like, oh, this nigga beat you one time. Like, nigga, I beat that nigga twice already.
But it don't matter.
It don't even matter that one.
That once. So that's what... So a few episodes ago, we was talking about fighting, right? And I was saying that no matter who wins the fight, that first punch is always the one everybody remembers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel like that's kind of the same sentiment. Like, you can beat the dog shit out of nigga, because Pacquiao, the people he lost to, he has double back and beat him. But you already lost to him.
Yeah.
And it hurts your record look like that now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just, I don't know, it's one of them things. So even going into that, I was like, damn, like, I think this shit hurts Deontay Wilder's brand.
Yeah, we seen it happen with what's my man's Ricky Hatton.
Yep.
He was like one of those prominent niggas who was coming up through the ranks. End up
But
losing.
he had to go through Pacquiao and he had to go through Floyd.
And it went bad.
And it went bad both
after
times.
that. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody after that, they start calling Ricky Fatton because he was gaining a whole bunch of weight. Like it just went. So
a loss is a loss.
is a
loss. You cannot win a loss back.
Yeah.